It's Wednesday, March the 1st, and you're tuned in to the tniab podcast. I'm Vince.
I'm Anthony. I forgot my own name.
Yes, you did. That's okay, because this is the Geek Chic Culture Show, where we talk about all the cool things in the world. This week's episode, we got a review for you.
We do.
It's a video game review.
What?
Yeah, it's the first time we've had a video game review in a long time.
I heard video games are hot right now.
We're talking about that Gravity Rush.
Remastered.
That hot new game.
Yeah, the hot brand new game.
Yeah, we're talking about that. Me and Anthony both played it, and we both beat it. And we're going to talk about it in a couple minutes. But before that, we should tell you that this episode this week is
Sponsored by Gravity Rush.
It's brought to you by the Sony PlayStation and the generous PlayStation Plus discount. There you go.
We're not actually sponsored by anybody.
No, sadly we're not. What? Hold on. I just want to check my mic settings.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. It seems well. I'm not going to cut that out. That stays all in.
What happened?
I was looking at the levels. I'm like, they don't seem as high as they're supposed to. And I didn't know if I set up to...
Oh, only the one side?
Yeah, unidirectional.
Okay.
But it seems fine.
Sure. Let's maybe turn up the gain.
No, it's fine where it is.
All right.
Let's open up the show with that section I like to call comments.
All right. I like comments. Comments
we
are cool.
got comments on the YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
First one's from Arthur Chen, and this is posted on episode 318.
Years ago.
Well, this is episode 320.
Years ago.
And I'm assuming this is the one where you talk about Toy Fair and stuff. It says, lol, listening to the part where Vince is losing it over Nendoroid Tracer after this insane weekend of Wonderfest and Toy Fair is just the most hilarious thing. Nendoroid, Mercy, and May plus Figma Tracer Genji confirmed. XD. Vince totally called the Raiden. I mean, Genji.
Is there a Figma Raiden?
Raiden? No.
No?
No.
He'd be cool. Like, I want him to have, like, a posable foot so I could put a sword in his foot.
There's a player that's Kai Raiden.
Okay.
Is that more your speed?
Those are expensive.
Okay. Next one is from Lions Den 99, all the way back on episode 313.
Years ago!
And he says, Vince. Seriously.
Why did he sound like the Cowardly Lion from
That's
The Wizard of Oz?
I read his username. That's the voice that came out.
Right.
Vince, seriously, I think we have two eerily similar tastes sometimes. Gross.
Ugh,
How do you know what I taste like?
that's disgusting. How do you know what he tastes like?
I didn't make the comment. He did.
All right, sure.
So, that's
Whatever you say.
disgusting.
Whatever you say.
I've done yoga for 6 years.
Whoa!
And I started hot yoga 6 months ago, and you're right. The focus, growth, and revitalization you get from it is pretty awesome.
It's okay.
I know this is an old episode, still playing the backlog, but I hope you kept with it, even if it's only once every couple weeks. I finally just mastered the Bird of Paradise, and I'm not gonna lie, feels kind of good to show off in front of other people.
That's a good magic card.
Don't knock it until you try it, Anthony.
It's okay.
I've lifted weights for a hell of a long time, but didn't feel a complete charge to my posture, flexibility, or balance until I got into yoga, and really connects all your body movements, strengthening you for any other physical activity while also being preventative maintenance by limiting your chance of injury.
I see.
And yes, the ice cold cloth is pretty much like the HP potion you get in the game, like right before you're about to die. It's the most incredible feeling. Sorry for the yoga rant, but I knew this might be my only opportunity. How do you feel about that, Anthony?
So, I've done hot yoga twice now. So in total, I've done yoga a total of 2 times.
Yeah.
And there are certain parts of it where it's like, it's too culty for me.
What do you mean?
Where everyone like ohms together.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know. I just find it creepy. Like whenever a group of people do things in unison, like it doesn't matter what it is. Like I find it creepy.
So when we play video games together in unison, that's creepy?
It's not. that's not really in unison. We're all doing our own thing within the game. It's more like if all three of us were to be in the same room,
Yes.
playing the same game,
Yes.
and doing exactly the same thing at the same time,
Like synchronized
synchronized swimming, but for like that'd be creepy. Like, and it's like, and it has to do with the number of people, right? So in the class, there's like 20 or so people, and that's like a big enough group to where. Like,
so wait, if it was only like 4 people, it wouldn't have bugged you?
not as much.
Wow, that's weird.
Yeah, it's. I think it's growing up Catholic, growing up as a religious child, and as someone who is now not that religious. Like whenever I think back on it, like the whole thing of just like, oh look, the priest said kneel, and then like literally hundreds of people do it at the same time. I'm like, this is like some hive mind shit I'm not comfortable with.
Well, how's that different from when you're in a classroom and the teacher says stand?
I usually don't.
What?
Like in high school when the teacher said like, oh, stand for anthem or whatever. Like a lot of the times I didn't. Or a lot of the times I just didn't
But like,
sing.
okay, let me put it this way. What if I told you like it's not a spiritual thing? What if I told you it's just follow the instruction like you're in gym class and everyone says go line up at the wall?
I'll find like a different part of the wall.
So you're just
like usually when there's like the big group of people, like
Yeah.
I'll just go like 2 people over and then.
But you
stand
still
there.
line up at the wall.
I'm not touching the wall, so to my mind,
Okay,
it's,
let's
like,
not.
different.
You're being pedantic.
Yeah, I am. I'm being very pedantic, and it's like it's very weird quirk. I don't know. Like I find that a little creepy too. I don't know.
What? When the teacher says stand at the wall, we're gonna pick teams. You're not gonna stand at the wall.
I'd rather stand in like
What?
an area. I don't know.
Okay,
It feels
now
weird
you're
to
just
me.
being crazy.
Yeah, it
now.
feels weird. I don't know. I'm crazy. It just feels weird to me. Like it's a little culty.
Because, like, I'm gonna say, like, if we go cycling, how are you gonna go cycling this when I yell at the instruction, line up single file?
I don't know if
Like,
I'll line
what are
up-
you gonna do?
I'll line up at the side.
Because, like, that's not me being, oh, let's be super culty, let's be super spiritual. That's just me saying,
Well,
this is an instruction,
Is it
please
a
follow.
is it a line? Is it a line of 20 people?
It might be. It might be. Like, the whole point is, like, we're gonna start out small, but then I'll open the invitation, and if it gets to that point, then yeah.
I don't know.
Like, and it might even get to where we're two lines together, and I'm going to tell you all to rotate in unison so that everyone goes to the front and then returns to the back like a
train.
yes. Like, do you find that culty? Because that's just an instruction. Like, I'm just saying, like, this is just
I'm not saying this is rational.
okay.
I'm saying I find it weird.
Because you're making it sound like I'm being weird for thinking.
No.
that it's-
I'm
Okay.
the weird person.
Okay.
Here, right? There are certain situations where I think that thing is creepy and it's not on me.
Yeah.
Like again, like for me personally, it's
Yeah.
like organized religion
Okay.
and stuff like that,
Yeah.
or like even large protests when people do like large chants in a protest. That's a little weird to me.
Can I ask you what the difference between a large protest is versus going to a concert and all being together in a mob?
The mob, like, so I don't know, at least the concerts I've been to, usually each mob has its own section, and it's not a unison of like 1,000 people doing the same thing.
I see.
It's like, here's this section is like the mosh pit area, this section is like the chill
But
and
you're all
drink area.
there together, gathered.
to see
for
the thing.
same-
Yeah, that's, I don't know.
Right? Okay.
I'm weird.
Because I thought the thing for you in yoga was like the spiritual sort of.
That's the part that
Root
bothers
side?
me in yoga.
Because like I'm not into that at all.
Yeah.
So my advice would just be like think of it like what he was describing, like the mechanical aspect, like the physical, like the. Yeah, I want to say the physical qualities of it, but like that's of course what you're doing, but it's
Okay.
more like the. Not bio. Is it biomechanics? What I'm thinking about, like.
Sure.
I don't know. Like when you go to the gym and you think about how mechanically your body works and what.
You mentioned before, like, a form. Like, I always look at
Yeah.
people who have bad form,
Yeah.
and it's like, sure, you're lifting, like, you're curling 50, but you're just swinging that weight up,
Yeah.
right? And it's like, you're not really doing anything.
Yeah, like the only reason I say to follow the instructions is because I just, if you do it, you want to do it correctly to see if it changes.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that you need to be, oh, Anthony, go to this Buddha class.
Yeah,
Light some
I'm
candles.
also not saying that all you people are fucked because you're doing this.
Yeah,
I'm just
okay.
saying I have this weird thing about me. And, like, yeah, the spiritual thing, and then also, like, I don't find any, like, relaxation to be like, oh, like, open your third eye or align your chakras or whatever, that kind of stuff. Like, that kind of stuff doesn't
Yeah, no, that's fine.
do it for me, I guess.
I think that's totally fair. All right. So we've just established that you're weird.
I'm super weird.
Not that we didn't know that.
It was fun. I liked yoga. Like, I felt good after doing it.
To be fair, the classes that you went to, they weren't what I would classify as.
They're
Like,
pretty chill. We like laid down for
so
like
the whole
15 minutes.
the whole
like,
point of this class was it's called a sweat relax restore. You just
Yeah.
chill. But I'd be interested to see what you think if you went to an actual like
do a pretzel. It's like
pretty much.
okay.
Yeah, those ones are interesting too.
All right.
All right. Last comment also comes from Lions Den 99.
Yeah.
And this one is on. Oh, by the way, Anthony made a video for the YouTube channel.
Yeah, I did.
What did you make?
I made my game top 10 games of the year for 2016.
Yes, you certainly did.
I couldn't think of my own YouTube channel name, so I just posted it because I was tired of sitting on this video. I was sitting on it for like 2 weeks.
Yeah. Lions Den writes, great video.
Oh, thanks.
Can't wait to see more from you in the future, Anthony. Never stop your cringe-worthy jokes and never stop defending them.
I did both of those in that video.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, you made a cringe-worthy joke and then you defended
And then
it?
I defended it.
You preemptively defended
I preemptively defended the joke.
Yeah,
in
sorry.
The video.
So, I I'll apologize now. I didn't watch the whole thing because...
No, it's okay. It's long.
Yeah.
I kind of realized, like, so what I've realized from making this video is that speeches add up.
Yes.
And, like, what I think is short is not that short when you times it by 10.
Yes.
And then also adding B-roll also, like, maybe isn't the best decision. Maybe I could tighten it up.
Yeah, maybe you don't need the gaps.
Yeah, I don't need the
because
gaps.
I watched at least the King of Fighters segment, and there was a lot of just...
Yeah, and, like, halfway through the video, like,
Yeah.
I realized that. And so, like, from, like, 5 onward,
Yeah.
it's, like, solid speeches, like, no B-roll.
Oh, okay.
It's only B-roll at the beginning and end.
Okay, so this is... I just want to bring this up because I thought that this was kind of hilarious. For the listeners, for a long time, Anthony's wanted to do... like start a YouTube channel, right?
Yeah.
And I remember for a while you were like, I don't know what I want to do. And then I said, just do a Let's Play. And you're like, you don't want to do Let's Plays. 'Cause everyone does Let's Plays.
Yeah.
Right? I'm like, okay, that's fine. I guess, you don't want to be like everyone else. So you want to do something different.
So I did a top 10 list?
Yeah. And so you did the next most popular thing.
Yeah.
You made a top 10 list. But then I saw the length on the top 10 list. And I'm like, you made a top 10 list, but you made the one critical error of a list video is that you made it really long.
Yeah. I tried to go deep. I tried to not like go super deep, but I tried to explain the reasonings behind why I liked every game as much as I did.
Which is fair, yeah.
And
totally.
I need to learn to edit myself, I guess.
Yeah,
Or just consolidate
or
certain information.
Yeah. Was it the situation where it was like you had all these points you wanted to say, but you couldn't take out like just the...
I couldn't take out certain parts without other parts not making sense anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And then also just like I felt like a need to explain certain things more to justify its place on the list. So there's certain things like on the Bravely Second one.
Yeah.
I think the Bravely Second one is a little bit longer than the other section.
Is it higher up on the list?
It's higher up on the list, right? And if I just said like what the main thing is that they brought what I loved back and they made it better.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't really... It's like, why is this higher up on the list then if it's just the same old but improved a little bit, right? It's nothing new. It's so I kind of like took longer to justify that. So yeah.
I see.
I'll figure it out eventually.
You should do a top 10 list every week.
No, that sounds terrible.
Why not? This one took you pretty quick. Every month?
I don't like top. Like again, I only did this top 10 list because it was the end of the year. It's like a culminating thing.
All right, I'll bargain with you. Top 5?
But of what? Like top five lists? Like
Top 5 games you're looking forward to in 2017.
No, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, you could do that.
I could do it. I don't want to.
That sounds like a great idea.
Like the next thing I'm working on is a review for Yakuza 0. So
like a video review?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But then hopefully by that time I'll have decided on a name and I'll post it on my own thing.
Have you decided on a name?
I'm between like a username or just like using my current YouTube account. I don't know.
Yeah, okay. I'm sure it's fine. I'm looking here on our YouTube account. So I take it you had to hit yes on the included copyright content?
Huh?
You had to hit, like, you agreed to the terms on the copyrighted content you used?
I don't remember doing that, but sure. Why?
Because Capcom claimed.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. Good thing that our tniab account doesn't do monetization, so...
Wait, did we really get pegged for that?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
My bad. I didn't know there was an option.
Yeah. I don't think it notifies because we don't have monetization on it. Like, it's not really a thing.
Okay.
But
is the video down?
No, but they just. I think it says on our end now that it says includes copyrighted material for a play match from Capcom. I don't know what you. Is there a fighting game from Capcom? Yeah.
I used the trailers for Monster Hunter.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay. I will check that later.
Yeah.
I brought my computer. I will look at that later.
Okay. Well, that out of the way, let's get into our review of Gravity Rush Remastered.
Okay.
So Gravity Rush, I talked about a bit of it last week.
Yeah.
I can't remember what I said.
I honestly don't remember either.
I think I said the gimmick is cool, like the core mechanic of controlling gravity. And it's great to traverse the world, but the combat is very tedious.
Okay.
And kind of weak.
All right.
Shortly after we recorded, almost immediately after we recorded last week's episode, I just sat down and finished the rest of that game.
You mowed through it.
I did. I think it was like a straight 5 hours.
And there was a certain point where I would turn around and then TJ's like, "You're at the end of the game." And I'm like, "Whoa, chill! I need to leave so I can play this."
Yeah, I remember that. So I beat it, and then Anthony went home and beat it over the week.
Yeah. It's like 10 hours, 12 hours.
A little bit. Yeah, it's like 10 hours.
I did a couple of side stuff, like the challenge missions.
Did you find that it was worth doing them?
Certain ones are worth doing. Certain ones aren't. Like the ones where it's like, kill as many enemies as you can to get a high score. Those aren't worth your time.
No.
But the other ones, like races, those are over fast, and you get so many gems. So like those are fine.
Yeah, I had the same experience, yeah.
The ones where it's like, oh, keep extending your timer. It's like, how about no?
Yeah. There's like another one where it's like, pick up these things and just your only attack is throwing stuff at enemies.
Yeah, I didn't do that one
like,
either.
Nope.
No way, Jose.
So what'd you think of the game?
I kind of think what you said earlier, which is the gimmick of the game is awesome, but it feels like a mobile game, and it feels like they didn't have enough either time or ideas to flesh out the flipping of gravity.
Yeah.
There's so much there that like I feel like there's a lot there that's like just the surface.
Yeah.
And it's like there's so much potential behind this. Maybe in a second game, who knows?
Yeah.
Right? But the combat felt really boring. All I did was upgrade my gravity kick.
Yeah.
And that's how I went through the game.
Yeah.
And then also my barrage.
No,
the giant like cement barrage.
Yeah.
I just upgraded that like to the max.
Yeah, that's the one to do.
Yeah. And certain things that were challenges at the beginning of the game aren't challenges at the end, like managing your meter. And that's as you get more powerful, hopefully you don't have to do tedious stuff like that anymore.
For sure.
But I thought it was really fun. It was just too quick. They have this really elaborate story that they make you take everything at face value.
Yeah.
Right? And they never explain anything. Like, there's this world where gods exist, and, like, for some reason at the bottom of this floating city, there's a giant gravity well. Where did these Nevi come from? What happened? It's like, a lot of it is just, like, you've been thrown into a pre-built world. It's, like, almost like joining a role-playing game, like, halfway through the campaign. Mm-hmm. And you're like, why is all this stuff here? It's like, we could explain it to you, or you can just continue from here.
Yeah. I think the narrative also hints that she's like a princess or
she's like a god princess or something.
But they never go into it.
Yeah, they never go into it. The end credits has a thing where like an army general or the mayor or whatever like sees that and is like, why do pedestrians know about these gods?
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Yeah.
And there's like it has more questions than answers.
Yeah.
I thought it was fun.
Same.
I really liked the rift levels, the ones where you go into the creator's body and you go into like the weird planes of existence.
Yeah, those are fun.
Did you find the hidden enemies?
The really tough Nevi?
Yeah, that you can't use your special attacks on?
I did, and then when I realized that they were tough, I was like, forget this.
You got a lot of gems out of them.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you find the travelers?
No.
No.
Wait, I may have found one.
So there's two travelers. There's a husband and a wife, and they've been separated to each other from in time rifts.
I think I found the wife.
Okay. And they're everywhere. They're in each rifts. They're in each town, and you gotta find them all. Yeah. And that I thought that was cool. It's like a little mini story talking about like differences in gravity and time and stuff.
Yeah.
This game throws out very confusing story points while never actually like completing them at all.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, oh look, you went into a gravity rift and then you came back 1 year later. Yeah. It's like, why? What happens?
Yeah. Apparently there's a time dilation effect or something.
Yeah, sure. Whatever. And that's like a lot of the game. A lot of the game is like, I guess that happened. I'll just go with it.
Yeah, they introduced this villain early on.
Yeah.
Which you just kill, and then it's like, wait, that was it? And then the game keeps moving on, and you're like, I don't know. The narrative I didn't really find too compelling. Yeah. Like apart from when you meet Raven, but then you're like, well, where's she from?
I think Raven's story is kind of garbage too.
Yeah.
It's all like, I'm just mad at you. Why? 'Cause I'm mad.
Yeah.
And then when you realize why she's mad, she's like, okay, we're friends. And it's like, what? What just happened?
Yeah. I don't know. It was weird.
I kind of saw her reveal coming from like a mile away too.
Same.
As soon as they showed that picture, I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I know who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, did you have any like changes of heart, or did you think it was worse after you beat it, or?
No, I thought it was exactly as I expected. I mean, like, it's a shame because I really like the world they built. I do like the mechanics. I thought it was fun enough to play, but yeah, I just wish it was deeper. Like, I wish there was more to it.
Yeah.
Every aspect I wish they just fleshed out more, but it certainly does feel like a launch Vita game.
It does.
So, and when I think about when did the Vita come out? 2011?
Oh yeah, it came out a while ago.
So yeah, so I guess I can't really be too mad at it for that. I have a feeling if I had played this on the Vita when it came out, I probably would have a different opinion of it, but but by today's standards, it's kind of just like, this feels like an indie game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which it's not, but
yeah, it's the whole. I'm not saying the game is bad.
No, it's not.
I'm saying the game is like middling. It's like, it's fine. It's good. You're gonna have a fun experience if you play it, but like, I wouldn't expect anything more than just like, here's some neat stuff.
For sure. Did you play the Gravity Rush 2 demo?
Yes.
That feels like a different game.
It does.
Wow. It feels like every problem I had, they addressed.
And also just like the world in Gravity Rush 1 is very bland.
Yeah.
It's very brown.
Yeah.
It's very end of the world.
Yeah.
While Gravity Rush 2 is very bright, colors everywhere.
Yeah.
There's no drawing on anything.
Yep. The world's
denser. It's really dense.
The combat is a lot more forgiving, especially the gravity kick.
Yeah.
I think you can combo in the combat too, and
so it seems like any problem I had, they might have addressed there. Yeah. But like, there's so many games coming out that's not really on my list right now.
Yeah. Gravity Rush 2, yeah. It also is on the PS4, so that explains a lot of the difference in terms of
obviously
how the game was built up.
Like, it's very jarring going like say you're gravity flying to another city.
Yeah.
Like having that city be a drawing.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden be like, boom, 3D models. It's like, whoa.
Yeah. That's Gravity Rush 2. I mean,
or Gravity Rush 1.
Gravity Rush Remastered.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Not much else to say. I mean, it's cool.
I liked it.
I did like it.
It had promise for cool ideas.
I will play the sequel.
Yeah, I will eventually play the sequel.
I'm in no rush to play it, but I will play it.
No rush. I get it.
Out of 5?
Out of 5, give it a 3.
3 it is. That's what I call 2. Sweet.
It's good.
Yeah.
I like it.
It was a good entry. If you get on sale for $5, go for it.
I'm sure it'll be free on PlayStation Plus at some point.
I think I paid 11, so.
I paid 30.
Physical?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Got that physical.
I see. All right, then. Let's move into our picks of the week.
Let's do it.
I got nothing.
You got nothing? All right, cool. Opposite of last week. So I have a couple picks. One is a funny interview with Mads Mikkelsen that went out on Polygon. The star of Death Stranding.
Yes.
Kojima's new video game. Kojima was Mads Mikkelsen was in Comic-Con Saudi Arabia, and he was asked...
Saudi Arabia.
Oh. Yeah. And he was asked, you're working on this game with Hideo Kojima. Like, what's it like working with him? What is it? He had nothing but good things to say. It was mostly like, oh, he's a master in his field. He's doing great things. But the part that got me, I just wanted to mention, is that Mads Mikkelsen specifically was talking about the story. And in that story, he said, Kojima tried to explain things to me, like the whole story, and it's just so dense and complex that I was just lost most of the time. And I'm like, you and everyone else, Mads Mikkelsen, you and everyone else. And that's kind of like heartening to hear.
Yeah.
Like I still want Kojima to be nutso bonkers storyteller. Yeah. And it's hearing that even the voice actor everything was explained to him, he's like, yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't know what's going on over there.
Yeah.
It's cool. There's also a rumor that came out of this that I didn't know about, is that Emma Stone there's a rumor that Emma Stone would be in Death Stranding.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. So it seems like he's trying to get like Hollywood cast to be a part of his game.
Why not?
I think the last time I remember Mads Mikkelsen being in a game was in Yakuza 1.
Who was he?
I don't know. He was some thug dude in Yakuza 1 on the PS2. So
fun.
It was way back in the day.
A while back. Yeah. Must be 2006?
Yeah, 2006, 2005.
Yeah.
Around there.
Wow. Old.
Yeah. So yeah, it's that was just like a really fun interview. If you want to learn more about him and stuff, just go watch it on Polygon.
Yeah, for sure.
The other one is that Nightwing, everyone's favorite Robin, is getting his own movie.
Wow.
That's it. They just announced that they're going forward with making a Nightwing movie. And I can't forget if a script is done or if they're still penning the script. I don't remember.
Bummer.
But the director is a person called Chris McKay. I personally don't know what he's done before.
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah. But hey, Nightwing's getting a movie.
Well, that's fun.
It sounds like fun because they're talking about playing around with Nightwing in this article, also on Polygon. Just saying that like because Dick Grayson isn't really he hasn't grown up with like all these crazy privileges like Batman has, and he doesn't have to be the serious, dark, brooding type of character.
Yeah, he never has been,
and he never has been, and so that sounds really fun. Just like a really real change of pace from just like, oh look, here's this dark, brooding character with a terrible past, right? And I guess Suicide Squad was that for DC, but
wasn't Superman also that?
Kinda. That was until Uncle Ben was like, listen, you don't owe anybody anything.
Uncle Ben?
Or Uncle Ben, or whatever his name is.
Pa Kent?
Pa Kent, sure. All those people they're the same to me. Inspirational older character who sets them on a certain track.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the last one is the Oscars happened.
Oh, those are fun.
The Oscars happened. There was apparently a huge kerfuffle.
Yeah.
What happened for me is that I was on my Twitter, and also my Twitter blew up.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my god, LOL, this is hilarious. I had no clue what happened because nobody was explaining what actually happened. They just were going along with what was there. But apparently someone awarded Best Picture.
Mm-hmm.
It was supposed to be Moonlight that won, and they called out La La Land.
How do you make that mistake?
Apparently the envelope said La La Land, apparently.
Yeah, so how do you make that mistake?
I don't know. Ask Steve Harvey. He made that same mistake.
Yeah, so my favorite part about this was when it happened, the Miss Universe Twitter account messaged the Oscars Twitter account, and they were like, "Hey, you need some help? We know good people."
That's pretty funny. But yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. I think the biggest news, though, is that the newest Academy Award winning movie is Suicide Squad.
Wow.
And it's my favorite Twitter meme to come out of anything in like most recent history. It's just like Suicide Squad now has more Academy Awards than like X movie or X famous director or like whatever. It's like, yeah. Suicide Squad now has more Academy Awards than blank is my favorite Twitter thing. I'm seeing a lot of them that are really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Oscars happened. Did you watch them at all?
No.
Nah, neither did I. There's a lot of movies on the winners list where I'm like, I've never seen that.
It was on Sunday?
Sure.
Yeah, I was at the auto show.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, so no, I didn't get to see it, but yeah, I heard about all this stuff, and
apparently that Manchester by the Sea is a really good movie.
Yeah, I do want to see Moonlight.
Yeah, same.
I still got to see Arrival, so yeah.
Arrival's great.
Yeah, I know. I know. I've heard.
You should watch Arrival.
I will.
But yeah, that's it for the picks.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
like
did
couple
you
light
say what
stories.
Suicide Squad won for?
Oh no, I want to leave
Because
it.
that changes things.
Yeah, it won for best makeup and costume design.
Yeah, there you go.
But still,
yeah.
Academy Award winning movie, Suicide Squad.
Yeah. Because I was looking on Twitter and they're like, oh my god, I can't take this world seriously. Suicide Squad won an Academy Award.
But it won for best.
It
won for something like arguably it should have won for.
Yeah, and so then I looked at it and I'm like, wait a minute. It's not even a big deal. It's like, whatever, who cares?
It's not like it's best picture. Like,
yeah, it's like Transformers wins for best sound and sound mixing.
Yeah.
Right? But we all know it's a shit movie. Mm-hmm. So I think this will just blow over.
But I just can't wait for like the Blu-ray releases of that movie that are Academy Award winning movie, Suicide Squad.
I can't wait for the sequel. It's like from the Academy Award winning picture.
That'll be great.
Oh, God. That director, he's now going to have an Academy Award stuck to his name, and he's going to be so proud of that.
Damn. Well,
shit happens.
Good on him. Yeah. Good on him.
Is that it for the picks, then?
Yeah, that's it for the picks.
Let's move on to slow. Okay, let's move into the weeks. I played Let It Die.
You did, finally.
I did.
So what do you think?
You know that part in the tutorial where... So you know you're getting up, right? And then you get shot in the back.
By the boss or whatever?
Yeah.
Stop and you die?
Yeah, I stopped playing there.
Oh, really? Yeah. You just have none of it?
Yeah, I was like, forget it. The game feels like... I hate to say it, but like all Grasshopper games have this like... Grasshopper jank to it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like...
That's the thing. It's like either you love it or you hate it. That's not...
And I was just like, yeah, I'm not feeling it. And the weapon durability was really annoying me. So I was like,
So that's what got me to stop playing.
Yeah.
Is the weapon durability.
Yeah.
Just having my weapons literally explode when it's done with. And it's like, oh, I have to find another weapon. I found that... I'm sure the loop gets better the further in you get.
Of course.
But I just didn't want to spend my time doing that. Like, if I wanted to go deal with, like, super hard roguelikes, like, I go play my copy of Dark Souls 3 I haven't touched.
Yeah. Yeah, so, like, exactly, because I was looking at this, and I'm like, I could play Dark Souls 3, and then I thought, I'll try to Let It Die. It's on my PS4. I'll see
it's
what's
free.
Up. Yeah, and I'll see what's up. If I don't like it, I could delete it. So, yeah, and then I was just like, I can see the loop here. Like, I understand what the point is, and the hook of this tutorial has not grabbed me. And so I thought, oh, okay. Like, the gimmick is cool. Like, your stamina meter is your heart.
Yeah.
So I thought that was neat. Then you have the super gauge, or the powered up gauge, and then you could do, like, the cool finishers, which is like, well, that's really flashy and neat. But yeah, the weapon durability was like, wow, even in the tutorial, things just exploding in my hands. And I'm like...
Yeah, the game just, like, oozes with style. But I had to, like, choose not to get into that loop.
Yeah.
Just, like, make a choice of, like, do I want to sit here and this is my only game for a couple months?
Yeah.
Or do I want to get through some other stuff?
Exactly.
So.
Oh. But no, it was, it's cool for what it is. Uncle Death was cool.
Yeah, Uncle Death is really cool. I like Uncle Death.
Yeah, I like that part where he's like, hold on, gotta show the credits. Yeah, I was like, that's pretty clever.
Yeah.
Nice.
How do you like it when he was grinding down the escalator?
Oh, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah.
Did you talk to anybody in the arcade, like the pro gamer?
No, I didn't. No. So, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that game's fun. It's fun. It's just I don't know. I like Grasshopper when it's not the game isn't endless.
Yeah, I think it's the fact that it's that free to play model that's on this game that's really pushed me away. Okay. I think if something tells me if it were like a full price game and they changed things so that it wouldn't be this endless loop to it, I'd probably be more into it.
And now that I know that Travis Touchdown is returning.
Yeah. Oh, there's no point.
Yeah. I kind of just want my No More Heroes 3.
Oh, I get you.
And I want to go into garbage cans to find new t-shirts.
Yeah, and then the big thing this week, it was warm out, so I went cycling again.
Yeah.
I bought new wheels.
All right.
They're faster, they're lighter, they're stiffer.
I heard they're Italiano.
They are Italiano.
They're pista pasta.
Oh my god, they're so great. I don't know how long they'll last, though, you know?
Are they greasy? Like real Italians?
No, because I think if I pulled them out of the box and they were greasy, I was like, oh.
This lasagna on it? Like, why?
So when that box came, it was this huge box at my door.
Yeah.
And the guy lifting it out of the mailbox, he looked like he was struggling.
Yeah.
And he put it down, and I signed for it, and whatever. But then the box, I lifted it up, it was super light, and I was like, whoa. I got excited and I was like, wait, why was he struggling?
Maybe it's just awkward to hold.
I guess so, yeah. But no, it was fun. So yeah, I went out riding with it, and they're great. They perform as advertised. But the best thing I found out about them, I was with TJ because we went out for a ride, and TJ was pedaling.
Yeah.
We went for like 30K.
All right.
And TJ kept pedaling the whole 30K. I barely had to pedal.
Oh, really? You're just coasting?
Yeah. I just pulled up alongside him, and I would just hang out, and he was pedaling. Like, what's up?
Oh my god.
Sometimes I'd zoom by him without pedaling.
Oh my. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I guess wheels really do have that big of an impact.
Yeah, so we were done. We traded swapped bikes, and TJ rode mine. He's like, oh shit. Yeah, your bike is 1,000 times easier to pedal than mine.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so it was fun. It was cool. It was nice to know that my wheel purchase was real.
I don't know how true this is, but I heard that there was a scandal with pro bike racing recently.
It's always a scandal.
Where it turns out that they have tiny motors
in the
their
bottom
bikes.
Yeah, so it turns the cranks, yeah.
Is that so? That's a real thing?
It's a real thing.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I guess it's like maybe the sport isn't popular enough, so they're like, we can get away with whatever.
Yeah, it's weird how that happens. And the way that they check for it is now they have customized iPads with a magnet on one end.
Okay.
And it does like an infrared scan plus a magnet scan to see inside. But yeah, apparently the motors are really small and super light, so they don't really add much weight to your bike.
Oh.
And they don't do a whole lot, but they give you just enough.
Yeah, they help you on like the inclines and stuff.
Yeah, like they help you just enough so that you can basically blast by people.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's nuts, but I don't know how much that would cost.
I wonder how long that's been going on.
I don't know. As long as the doping scan.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
I heard, we can't do dope anymore.
Yeah,
get a motor in there.
I was reading Lance Armstrong, 7-time World Tour champion.
Yeah,
who had all his titles stripped. His trial is only this November.
For doping?
Yeah.
I see. I don't get, I never agreed with, charging him or whatever. Because, to be honest, all the countries are doping. It's not like he just got caught.
No, but you know who's filing? The U.S. government is filing against him. Because one of the sponsors for him was U.S. Postal Service.
Okay.
And so I think, they want to... He's liable for, $100 million in damages to their name. It's crazy.
Listen, the U.S. Postal Service is liable to their own name. All right?
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, no. My new bike wheels are sick. I hope it gets warmer soon. But apparently it's supposed to get colder. So.
And then warmer, and then colder, and then warmer again, and then colder again.
It's ridiculous. I just can't wait for the spring to really be here.
I saw a good comic that's weather. It says weather in Canada, and it's Monday winter. It's Tuesday t-shirt and shorts.
Yeah.
Wednesday sweater and a scarf. Thursday winter coat again.
Yeah. That's about right. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Our country's bipolar when it comes to weather. It's weird.
I still remember the days when I was a kid and I can go outside and
bipolar.
What?
Bipolar? It's winter.
No.
Polar.
Just polar.
Yeah.
I remember solid 4 months of snow.
That'd be great.
Now we have this. We have this snow here, rain there, sun now.
As soon as snow comes down, it's on for 2 hours, and then you got to be like, oh, I appreciate that snow, and then it melts. I want to go tobogganing. I want that good lake effect stuff.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I gotta go up north, I guess.
Yeah, this afternoon it was super cold, but we just went out now and it's warm.
Yeah. It's sweater weather.
And
now,
it's at night, yeah, it's ridiculous. Let's enough about the weather. That's all I did for my week.
Okay. I play games. So after beating Gravity Rush, I started Star Ocean.
Yes.
Star Ocean, Integrity and Faithlessness. That's not the dumbest subtitle you've heard in a while.
No, it's not.
I don't know. What's the dumbest?
I'm gonna look up the previous Star Ocean titles. Because I know they're all dumb.
Are they all stupid?
Yeah.
So this is my first Star Ocean game. I've never played a Star Ocean game before.
Yeah.
I just heard they're really fun.
Questionable, but okay.
All right. Maybe I've been talking to the wrong people. I don't know.
Sure.
But this game is a lot more action-oriented than I thought it would be.
Yes.
I didn't realize that the battle system is somewhat of a Tales game, but more active.
Yes.
And you're going up to characters, trying to get flanks and stuff, all in real time. And doing different combos based on certain button presses.
Yeah.
But I can already see it. Only being 2 hours in, I can already see it getting super complicated and super just micromanagey. Because you can give your characters like different classes to upgrade different items and different passives that they have. There's the weird quest boards with all the side quests. And I'm seeing like late game, you can have like 8 party members at once, all just slinging spells and shooting out abilities all at the same time.
Yeah.
And all I see is like giant magic explosions and numbers in those late game battles.
Yep.
It's kind of getting ridiculous. So I don't really know the story too much. I know that my main character was in a town. Your dad is a commander for an army or whatever. And then while you were taking care of a town, some like crazy bandit / monsters attacked, and you had to go find your dad and be like, "Hey, the town's in trouble. We need troops. What's up?" And so I assume that the story is only going to get crazier from there.
For sure.
Yeah. But it's fun. It's a JRPG, that's for sure. Did you find any more subtitles or no?
No, I didn't. I must have been thinking of a different series because all the other previous Star Ocean games were pretty tame.
Birth by Sleep.
No.
0.2, A Fragmentary Passage.
That's a pretty dumb name.
It's pretty stupid.
2.8 Prologue.
Dream Drop Distance.
Yeah, Aquamix, yeah.
386 over 2 days or whatever.
Yeah, see, like, how could you say Star Ocean Integrity and whatever is the worst when you know the Kingdom Hearts series
I'm not
exists?
saying it's the worst. I'm saying it's dumb.
Okay.
I'm saying it's pretty stupid.
Okay.
It's very Japanese.
Yeah, it is pretty Japanese.
I
I don't know. Metal Gear Rising Revengeance is pretty dumb.
That's also stupid, yes. Revengeance.
Yes.
Yeah, but that comes from Kojima. He coined transfarring.
Yes, but he also named the other Metal Gear games pretty tame.
Snake Eater.
That's fine.
Sons of Liberty.
That's, again, fine.
All right.
Guns of the Patriots.
The Phantom Pain.
Again, that's a real thing. That's
All
fine.
right, all
What
right.
the hell is Rising Revengeance?
That's Platinum putting a little twist on that.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. But Star Ocean is cool. It's not what I expected, but it's something I really want to try and continue, at least until...
It's a long game.
Yeah, I was on How Long to Beat, and it says main story is around 40 hours,
Mm-hmm.
and Completionist is like through the roof, so I don't think I'll do Completionist, but
Mm-hmm.
it seems like a lot of fun. I like the idea of being able to like micromanage certain characters, because you can switch on the fly. You don't have to control the main character.
Yep.
Right. So I like the idea of being able to like, oh, I want to be the magic person in the back and let the AI handle all the melee combat.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So yeah, it's cool.
Sounds hot.
I don't have that much time in it.
Okay.
And then the last thing I did was I played a new card game.
Crazy 8?
No, I actually forgot what the title is already.
Goldfish.
Because it's a Hearthstone knockoff.
Oh, you were talking about this earlier, yes.
I was. I just can't remember the name now. Shadowverse? It's something verse.
Shadowverse.
Shadowverse? I don't remember.
Okay.
Fuck. I can't.
Well, while he does that, I'll tell you viewers, I went to the auto show. Had some pretty shiny cars. The best car there was the...
Was it GTR?
Yes, it was. It was the Mercedes GTR. I sat in the Nissan GTR. Yeah. And then I was like, it's just another car. And then I went to the Mercedes GTR and I was like, holy shit, this thing's amazing.
It's pretty. I heard. I saw your Instagram.
So the coolest thing I never knew is that Honda's bringing the Civic Type R back.
Oh, really?
And it's coming to Canada.
Cool.
In 2017, because I was like, because I for the longest time I haven't test driven the new Civic yet. I always want to know what the new Civic is like, and I didn't realize there's a new Civic hatchback that's out because I was looking at hatchbacks and stuff.
Yeah. And
so I sat in that, and then the guy's like, "Oh, did you see the Type R?" And I'm like, "There's a Type R here." It's like, "Yeah, it's the only one in the world right now. It's the prototype. It's on the It's on the stage. Go check it out." I'm like, "Oh, cool." Oh. And it looks like a giant toy car.
All right, then.
It looks like someone in the Japanese offices was like, I want to be 8 again. And he built a car.
That sounds great.
Yeah, it looks... When you see it, you're just like, wow. This is clearly a childhood boy's dream toy. But no, it's a cool car.
All right.
Yeah. Anyways, you find the...
Yeah, I did. It is Shadowverse.
Okay.
So it's free to play. It's on Android and Steam.
Ooh.
I'm playing the Steam version.
Yeah.
It's probably on the iPhone store as well, App Store.
You know what? I think I've heard of this. I think I actually had it at one point.
Okay, and yeah, it's a it's a Hearthstone clone, I want to say, because it's very similar to Hearthstone. Each card is like a little character. It has the attack and has the defense, and then they all have like little simple mechanics to go along with them.
Yeah.
The art is very anime, so if you're a weeb, like you got all your archetypes in there. But what I like about it is that it has a lot more going on than I feel what I've played of Hearthstone.
Yeah.
There's a lot more ability to play around with stuff, and it doesn't seem like one build is the be all end all, right? There's different types of cards. One is just your character card, and your character card will do what a character does. It attacks, it defends, it does whatever. You also have spell cards, which is same as Hearthstone, but they also have a third type of card, which are, I believe, artifacts or talismans. And what these talismans do is that they are static cards, and what they do is that they take up a slot on your board, which is important because you can only have 5 things out at a time on your board.
Okay.
And what they do is that they usually do a passive effect. So, like, for example, the first one I saw is that every turn it gives a random monster on your side of the field +1/+1 buff, right? And after it's used 2 or 3 times, or it'll disappear. Right? And so that builds up the different opportunity to build different types of decks. There is one character who uses those talismans, and they have almost delayed monsters. Like, this talisman will sit here and do nothing for 2 turns, right? And after 2 turns, it'll dissolve and it'll turn into a powerful monster.
Right.
But they have other cards where they can tick down the countdown on these talismans by summoning the card or by attacking a monster by different conditions. And you can tick down those timers faster.
I see.
And then do all that kind of stuff. And each character plays very uniquely, and you got to build around that. The other thing I like is that they have this mechanic called evolving. So you can evolve any monster card, right? Normally when you summon a monster card, it's static there. It's got summoning sickness. It can't attack or really do anything. But if you evolve it on the same turn you summoned it, you have the ability to attack your opponent directly in the face. So you can, like, say your opponent doesn't have any defense monsters. And the defense monsters, what they do is when they're on the field, you have to attack them first before you can attack the player character. Say they don't have any, and it's like, oh, they're at 6 damage. I can summon a 4/5, but then when I evolve it, it becomes a 6/7.
Yeah.
And I just smack him in the face for 6, right?
Okay.
So there's a lot of different ways to trick your opponents, and a lot more opportunity for mind games. And it feels like you don't just need the best cards to win, which is fun. Because in Hearthstone, sometimes I feel like I just get either just outpaced, or the fact that just every single one of their cards is strictly better than mine. And obviously in Shadowverse, like, the better cards you have, the better your deck will be.
For sure.
But it feels like there's also some aspect of player skill in that game. That you can get into an opponent's head and kind of be like, what am I going to do next? Like, what is this card that I have left in my hand the one that's going to win it, or am I bluffing? Like, what are you going to do? And it's really fun. Put in an hour or 2 into it, and they give you a bunch of free packs at the beginning, so you get to open up
those games.
A bunch of free packs in the beginning, and then you can I believe you can either get packs by playing online matches, and there's a main story. Main story is very generic. I wouldn't recommend it, other than just trying to get the free stuff.
I was gonna say, but you get cards. From
you get cards. You get essences. You can there's like different types of gem currencies and stuff. But it's fun. I really like. It's definitely worth a try if you want an alternative to Hearthstone. But if you're happy with Hearthstone, then maybe this isn't for you.
I haven't played Hearthstone in a year, so
Hearthstone has changed a lot since actually pretty much every year it changes a lot.
I think when they say Overwatch skin, play Hearthstone, I'll probably do it.
Yeah, okay. All right, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, Shadowverse is really fun. I really like it. There's a bunch of my friends who are hardcore Hearthstone fans have pretty much converted, because apparently the latest expansion for Hearthstone isn't that great, and it kind of busted the games in certain ways.
Oh, that's a shame.
And so they're like, okay, well, I'm going to go play this Shadowverse now.
Okay.
So they're really enjoying it.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah. But it's been all games. It's been all games for me.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted to say it's all games for me, but I'm at that moment right now where it's just like, I have to decide. I have to pick one game and stick with it.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's Overwatch.
Yeah.
So the new season, I think, started already.
It starts tonight. I gotta do my placements, but yeah, no, because I really am like, am I gonna? Is it gonna be Horizon? Is it gonna be Zelda? Am I just gonna hold out till Mass Effect? Nears next week.
What are you gonna do with Mass Effect, man? What are you gonna do until Mass Effect? You gotta play something else.
Overwatch.
No, you gotta play something new. You gotta expand your horizons. There's a whole world of games.
Expand my horizon.
Your horizons.
Oh.
Your horizons.
Oh, interesting.
And at the dawn of a new day,
oh my god,
Mass Effect will come out on day 0.
I can't wait. I can't wait for Mass Effect. I can't wait for the multiplayer.
But until the dawn of Mass Effect, you should expand your horizons. 0.
Wow. Not even trying.
I didn't try on that one. I don't know where to go with the other one.
Okay. We'll see what happens. We'll see.
Oh, you'll have 0 regrets.
Will I? Will I have 0 regrets if I keep my Nintendo Switch?
No, I think I'll have regrets. You specifically,
Yeah.
I think you'd have regrets.
Okay. All right. Okay, cool. That's it for our weeks.
Yeah.
Let's wrap it up with Common Rider.
Yeah, we had 2 episodes today.
We did, and we got 2 new Common Rider forms.
Tattle Fantasy.
Tattle Fantasy.
That mode's cool.
It's wicked cool. It is Common Rider Braves.
Yeah.
Level 50.
He is the what's it called now? He's the king.
He sure
has defeated the big bad. He has the late game busted items.
Yeah.
He can summon minions to do his bidding.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious.
Yeah.
But his powers are all over the place.
His powers are cool because he could just be like, anti-gravity.
Yeah, I have psychic powers. I'm just going to telekinesis you over here.
Yeah, he has the flame and ice sword still.
Yeah.
And then when
he has a cape that makes enemies disappear.
That's true.
Yeah.
My favorite was when Paradox used the
elasticity,
and he's just like, nah, dispel.
And he's dispelled his power up. Yeah.
I was like, he has everything.
It's cool.
But then we also learned that Hero or Brave has a limit on his powers because his body can't take it.
He can't handle the level 50.
Yeah. And so his heart's gonna explode if he doesn't let it go.
So right now, we're at a cool point where M hasn't really recovered from that reveal.
Yeah.
And also, now everyone around him is more powerful than he is.
Yes.
Which is cool.
Yes. The leader is the weakest. He also has this thing where I think throughout the series so far, they've seen that he has like personality splits when he becomes like the gamer and stuff. Mm-hmm. And when he went crazy, his gamer side came out indefinitely.
Yeah, and his doctor mode shut down.
Yeah. And so that was pretty cool to see. It shows that like M maybe just really does have split personality, like hardcore.
That's why he can do 2.
Yeah.
The was it Mighty Action Brothers or whatever?
Yeah, Mighty Brothers X, yeah. Yeah, that's really cool. But going back to Brave, so the thing about his transformation is it's a dual gas hat.
Yeah, it's like Paradoxes where you can turn the knob and it turns into something else.
The only difference is he can't use the second one.
Yeah.
Because the second one, it was formed from Kamen Rider Snipe. And so when Hero has to, like, take a break and sit out, Snipe takes over. Mm-hmm. And they have this, like, lovely man-to-man, heart-to-heart thing.
And they're like, yeah, you're a little bitch, and then give me it. And but it's all like, I got you, fam.
I got you, fan. Now fuck off.
Yeah, now go away.
Yeah.
I am the doctor here.
Yeah, and so Snipe shows his form. And he becomes Kantai Collection. Or Konkole.
Yeah.
He becomes a boat girl. Boat Kamen Rider girl.
Oh, Kamen Rider girl.
Oh, yeah. And his mode is just, it's cool, but it's not as cool as Tattle Fantasy, I don't think.
Uh-huh.
He has a lot of guns, and he shoots all the things.
He does.
And I think that's it.
They put a boat on his plane.
Yeah.
Like, pretty much, like, if he was the Jetman before, they just attached a battle carrier to his shoulder, and is like, here, listen, here's a bunch of guns.
No, you shoot everything.
It becomes less precise and more, I guess heavy arms. Yeah. Like, just launch all the things, and it'll hit eventually.
And that's what he does. There's a point in his Mighty Critical Finish where it shows him targeting, and it's like, what's the point?
Yeah.
Because he just shoots everything. Comparatively less cool, but I guess equally as powerful. And it doesn't look like he's going to suffer from the stamina drop off.
At least so far, he didn't really use it that long.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's a cool dynamic though that how like they both have level 50, but only one can be active at one time. That's really neat.
I really like that.
But I guess it makes up for the fact that M turns into 2 riders.
That too.
So that's how they worked out that.
What I want to know if eventually M, like with the 2 riders form, can have each form. You know how they like double up on powers?
Yeah.
If he could separate, like, so he could have technically 3 things in his belt.
Yeah.
And then like each rider is different.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
That could be his final form.
Just do a bunch of like fusions, or he can do the Monster Hunter by himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. But I think the most interesting reveal from these episodes is that what's his face? Gem?
Mm-hmm.
Gem, zombie hunter, Dark Xaid. It turns out that his form, even though it's level 10, it's also level 10.
No, it's also level X.
Yeah.
Level Cross.
Yeah. Which basically means it's the unknown level.
Yeah, it's what he put is that it's the unknown variable.
Yeah.
It could be nothing and it could be everything.
Which is really cool.
Yeah.
Like the idea behind that sounds cool.
And he's doing the whole thing of like, I feel like at this point he's summoning bugsters specifically to gather data.
That's all he's doing, yeah.
Because he's not expecting them to defeat the common riders, right?
Yeah.
He's just gathering data so he can make that ultimate game, that common rider like
Chronicle
or whatever.
Yeah, it's cool. I like how in this show they're treating the bugsters as like, listen, they're not the real story, so don't even worry about them.
They're just here.
Yeah, they're here to get they're here to be our excuse to get new power ups and do whatever.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's all about this Kamen Rider Chronicle, and yeah, no, it's pretty cool.
All right.
I think that's it.
Yep.
That's an episode. That's one in the bag. Thanks for listening, everybody. We hope you enjoyed it. If you like that review on Gravity Rush Remastered, let us know. If you tried it out, because we could always use a second opinion, see if we're wrong.
Yeah.
We usually aren't, but if you want to challenge us on that,
We're usually pretty right.
Yeah, I mean, our opinion is the only opinion. That's why you choose to listen to the tniab podcast.
Snap.
That's the truth.
Okay, bye.